So today we're gonna make the most easy and delicious bread. All you need is flour, salt, and yeast. And before we get started, we're gonna let the water run so it can get hot. So all you're gonna need is 3 cups of flour. A quarter teaspoon of salt, and a quarter teaspoon of yeast. Okay, now I just gotta mix this. Okay, now that my water's hot, I'm gonna pour a little bit in and mix, I'm gonna mix it. Oh.
Pour some more, honey. That's nowhere near enough.
Let's see if it's enough.
No, pour some more. Pour some more. A little more. Okay. Now start mixing.
Okay, as you can see, it needs a little bit more water. Now we're gonna cover it with this rag, and then we're gonna put the lid on top of it. And then you're gonna follow me, and we're gonna put the timer to 3 hours. See you in 3 hours. So as you can see, we're back 3 hours later, and as you can see, the dough has risen a little bit. So we're gonna put flour on this, and then we're gonna knead the dough.
Not too much,
knead
baby.
The dough.
Not too much. This is your favorite part, huh, Eric? Okay, there you go.
Put this back in here. No. Now it's time to get dirty. Now that I've kneaded the dough, we're gonna let this sit, or we have to cover it and let it sit for 20 minutes. While that sits for 20 minutes, we gotta grab our Dutch pan. If you don't have a Dutch pan, you cannot make this bread. Let this heat for 20 minutes.
Okay, so let me explain why we need a Dutch pan. The Dutch, well, he called it a pan in the video, but really it's called a Dutch pot, maybe? Other people call it a Dutch oven. That the inside of this little, because it's cast iron, the inside of this pot is going to get to the same temperature as what you've put here, and then it cooks for about 25 minutes. And the reason why you need this type of pan in order to be able to do this bread is because it doesn't have a lot of ingredients. It just has the flour, a tiny little bit of yeast. So you need all the help you can get to make it rise as quickly as possible, and you'll see the end result.
Now that it's been 20 minutes, my mom already took the Dutch oven out for me because it's too hot. Now you have to take the bread with the paper and put it in the Dutch oven. And then my mom will set it back in the oven. And we'll just put the timer for 25 minutes. And see you in 25 minutes. Okay, now my mom did this next part because it was too hot for me. But she took out the bread and she added butter. And that's what it's gonna look like.
I took off the lid.
She took off the lid, took out the bread a little bit, and that's how it should look. Now I have to lower the temperature. Bake 250.
So we're lowering it from 375 to 325.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna let this sit in here for 10 minutes without the lid.
Now that the bread is ready, it's fresh out the oven. Since I made it, I get to taste test it. It's good. It's really good. Okay, thank you for watching and please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yum.